What is up, everybody? Welcome over here to another episode of the Womcast. This is like a completely extra episode that we're doing. Just me, Sonny, aka Texasreverend, Jay, aka Injustice. We thought we'd kick back, have a conversation. I think it'd be pretty interesting, man. We'll talk about RP stuff. We'll talk about other stuff. You know, we'll see. You never know if this will become a regular episode or something like that. But we have so many conversations like this, kind of kicking back, that we thought it'd be good to record. Why not?
We talk a lot off, all three of us, not as much together, but we talk a lot about RP. We love to talk about it, so it just makes sense.
Yeah.
Everybody loves it.
Well, Sonny, what do you? I can't call you guys your freaking RP name. I'm sorry.
You can't. You text, right? I think is
I
what we go with. Text or rev. Yeah.
That's actually an interesting conversation. Isn't that weird when that happens? You know,
It's like when we call you loaded.
Yeah, luckily mine works. You know,
yeah.
Mine
like,
works.
Nick.
But yeah, it is weird. It's like, because then you're sitting there, you're like, you don't think I'm actually this person, do you?
Well, it happens all the time. I'll even like just be watching your stream.
Yeah.
And people will be like, "Hey, Sonny," and I'm like, "No, it's Tex." It's like,
I'm not that guy.
It's Tex.
just to be clear.
Yeah, I remember people do that with Rick Marshall or like Roy, those kinds of things, and you're like, yeah, no, that's just not how it works. But dude, I wanted to start off with kind of some fun today, and I want to bet the fact that I'm going to beat you guys at GTA Geoguessr.
No,
Probably
like,
not.
I don't think so.
I think I beat you guys. Like,
Listen, I'm gonna use the power of AI.
what do you mean?
Win. I have
Text
no
is
idea. I have
too
no
old. He'll have to-
idea.
he'll have to Google it.
Dude, that was like an old guy thing to say. Like AI, it solves everything, right? Like the AI.
Chat GBT thing. I can use that, right, guys?
Wait till they bring ChatGPT into the server. All right. For like,
oh, they already do, bro. Half the lawyers, bro. They read out this elaborate freaking thing. You know, you're like
ChatGPT real estate contract.
Yeah, is that whatever?
They do that, and then they're like 50 grand. That's gonna cost you 50 grand for me to use ChatGPT for you.
Yeah,
It's like,
literally, dude. It's just ridiculous.
Okay.
I sent you guys the link to Geoguessr. It's like in the Discord right there. Join into that, and then let's try it out.
When do we start playing? Like, count us down.
I'll start it. I think I got to refresh.
do I need to refresh?
Okay, all right, I got you. I see you now. Okay, cool. Okay. Whoever wins this, I don't know, is the best person ever, I guess, or the most cringy, like plays too much.
Leader of shadows for 30 minutes.
Yeah, that sounds good. You can make any decision you want for 30 minutes. I'm sure that'll go over well. All right, ready? Start.
Before we go, are you recording it?
I am. Yeah, I am.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry. Okay. Oh God, I only have 30 seconds for this, right?
Okay, you started. Shit. Okay.
Oh my God.
I know where this is.
I was not prepared at all. Oh,
I think
it's
I know
like
where this
somewhere
is.
around here, bro. Boom. I think I got it. I got this.
I think I know, but I might not know. But I think I know.
Okay, I was close.
Okay, I'm gonna guess here.
Ooh.
Okay.
Did you get it?
I was way off.
Oh my God,
dude,
Sonny!
whoa.
Whoa, Sonny!
What the frick, dude? Oh my God. You know,
Okay,
I
listen.
actually almost went over there though too, but
Yeah, I was looking over there as well.
It's that bend. The bend got me.
Oh, I know exactly where this is.
Dude,
Okay.
you just shot someone down here the other day.
I actually did. Yeah, I shot 2 people down just to clear that up.
Okay.
2 people were shot down here. I just want to be very clear.
Ooh,
about
2
that.
meters off.
Boom and boom.
Where is
Was
it in relation
18
to the
meters from the
bridge?
18 meters? You got closer than me. Wait, how many
I think
points
we
did
still
you get?
both.
12
I got
meters.
5,000.
Yeah.
I think we all got 5,000 there. Did we all get?
Yeah,
max
yeah, we
points?
did.
Yeah, max points. That was easy.
That's whatever.
Boom.
Next round.
Okay.
Ooh, listen, I lived here.
Ooh.
I lived
You
here. Fuck you guys.
I think I know where this is.
Ooh.
This one's a little bit confusing, to be honest, because I don't know how far down it is. Frick, man. No, it's not. Oh, dude, I almost went to the completely wrong spot. I think, if I'm correct, probably not. Oh man, I got this wrong. Oh, boom.
I can't.
Oh,
Really
I forgot
tell.
to click.
Dang.
I forgot to click.
Oh, you did?
Oh, shit. Oh, I did the same exact thing.
You
I
tried to
didn't
click?
hit- Oh, okay. I was zooming in and I didn't
was
realize
too.
the timer.
Yeah.
I wasn't guessing there though, so it's okay.
I was right there. I was on the other street.
I was guessing
I
I was
don't
right
know,
there.
bro. You went to the wrong place. You didn't live there. Look where you're at, dude.
This
Is
is
that-
TT's house.
Is that where you thought it was, though, Tex?
Yeah, that's exactly where I thought it was. But I was on the other road,
Oh.
just south of it. But yeah.
So okay, I think I'm in the lead then. Let's go.
Yeah.
Next. Oh God. What is
Boom.
this?
50 meters away.
What is this?
You should know this. This is your girlfriend's house.
This one is.
It's pretty close to it.
He's gonna time out.
It's not.
He's gonna time out.
Oh God, I have 13 seconds. I'm still good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know this is by there, but I don't know if this is actually it. I'm gonna go
Don't
like
click
here.
it. Don't click. Whatever you don't click. Don't click.
Boom, boom. Okay,
God.
boom.
Shit.
5K. I almost went to the left more, but.
Let's just fucking rock.
All right.
Okay.
Last
here we go.
one. Ooh, this one's too easy. This was actually there was a few hard ones, but
Okay, we gotta redo this because this has had like 2 cupcakes.
What do you mean redo this?
This is the 2 cupcakes. I'm not like. Come on, man.
All of us got that.
damn.
Dude,
Yeah.
Just think about how well we know this freaking city, dude. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
I was within
huh?
4 meters.
What was your guys' final point?
Shut
Mine
up.
was 18K.
Shut up. 14,709.
21,069 points
But listen,
exactly.
if I would have clicked the actual click, I would have had 20,000, and I'd have been better than you.
That's true.
Justice.
We would have beat.
Hey, look,
I don't know, how many
actually,
points would
Justin
we
and I,
have?
we're combining our score. We're gonna make a executive decision.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, that works. That
And so
works
now,
for me, dude.
so now we're the leader of the gang for 30 minutes.
For 30 minutes. We have it.
Dude, you know, the first time I stopped playing GTA, the reason I stopped and took a break from GTA was because I knew the city better than my own city.
What the?
That was the
I saw
reason
it.
I stopped, bro. I was
So
like,
you're
literally saw
like
that.
driving through LA, and you're like, hey, can we stop it up in Adam?
dude, I remember
Go to
just
the
thinking, I'm
PA.
like, I just know this city better than my hometown. And it was this weird moment for me. I mean, I still am that way, honestly. But
Yeah.
it just felt so strange, dude. It's like,
Yeah. I remember early on when I started, everybody used the GPS, and then slowly people stopped needing to use the GPS, and then
Yeah.
that's when I was like, everyone knows too much. Yeah.
yeah, when you know little turns and stuff.
Yeah.
It's so freaking weird, dude. But I won. So what
Even-
did I get? What was it that I get?
Nothing.
Okay.
No, we combined our score.
Yeah, we
Oh.
won.
Oh, okay. That works then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so Tex, did you how was India?
Dude, it was good.
Am I allowed to talk about that? Sorry, I don't know.
Yeah, no, we can talk about it. It was a completely different world. To be
Then he went
honest.
for a transplant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sonny's
Turkey.
transplant in Turkey.
Yeah, to Turkey.
Sonny went to Turkey.
I will
Tex went
tell
to
you,
India.
it was fun. I'll definitely go back again. But the flight, one of the legs was like 16 and a half hours.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I don't care
I've been
where
there,
you
man.
sit on that plane, it's miserable.
It's just rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I kept trying to actually watch streams on the flight,
On the flight. Yeah.
but the internet's just so bad. I would all I could see was chat.
And you're like,
And so chat's getting so hyped up about something, and I'm having major FOMO, so I'm out. I can't do it. It's not
that
happening.
sucks.
it's like when you get an ad on Twitch, you can't
Yeah.
see what's going on. Everyone's just going crazy in the chat.
I had a 16 and a half hour ad. Yeah, it was awful. It was just the worst
Yeah.
experience.
yeah, I've been to Africa and Australia and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
dude, those long flights are just oh my god, dude. They I feel claustrophobic at some point, you know?
Dude,
You're just sitting there
I was standing up every hour, trying to stretch and loosen things, and you can't sleep. I had one of the lie flats, and I still couldn't sleep. I was like,
you were in
this
first
is-
class? What happened? I don't.
Yeah, that's first class. They're lie
Wait,
flats.
Were you actually in first class on
Yeah.
the way there?
Yeah.
Okay. What?
Whoa.
But-
I was joking, dude.
No, but
Okay, wait.
oh.
Tell me what. Tell me about that whole experience.
Did they massage your feet and all that? What did they do?
no, they don't. But it's actually a little bit weird. So I fly Qatar Airways, right?
Okay. All right.
And they do this whole Mr. Blank.
Yeah.
Welcome to your seat. I'm gonna be your hostess. This super long introduction.
Damn, bro.
Dang.
And then they when you're ready to lay down, they fold the bed out for you, the lie flat, and can tuck you in. It's so weird.
You can't be
They
talking
tuck you
about
in.
Yeah, they
being
tuck you in.
uncomfortable on a flight
but no,
and you
but
have a
no.
bed.
No. But it reminds me of it reminds me of the hospital beds that like when you're if your wife ever goes into labor,
Bro,
it's the dad bed. It's
It
the same
sounds
thing.
so bad, bro. Stop, okay?
Tex
Because
is
look,
over here. He's like, he
Look,
can shower. He
when
can
I was
sleep.
talking about feeling claustrophobic, I was in a seat that you would be on Southwest like this.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
I was like this for 16 hours. You know, like I'm not
Yeah.
tall, so it wasn't as bad. But like I just like
He just
you know?
grouped up. Yeah.
Listen, I've
Yeah,
done a lot of travel to earn the mileage
True.
status to be able
Yeah.
to get those upgrades. So
That's true.
like
I mean, I think that's badass, bro. I mean, hey,
Yeah.
you know what's funny though is I talk about it whenever I talk about it with Jordy. I'm like, one time, it'd be so cool to do an international flight in first class, and you're like, man, the bed, the way it
I
takes him
couldn't
so long to make
sleep.
my bed, you know.
no, it wasn't even like making. I'm telling you, dude. It's for me. There's something about I just can't sleep on planes.
Yeah.
like,
Some people are like that.
It just can't happen. Like I popped some Benadryl before we got on there. Don't do that, kids. Like because of my allergies and couldn't go to sleep. Like it was rough. So I watched a bunch of really bad movies.
Which ones? What was one of them?
The worst one was Aquaman 2.
Ooh.
How could you even watch that?
Because I'm on an
Jason
airplane
Momoa.
with nothing
Click
else to do. Like when else am I going to watch? I don't want people to
Must've
see
been
me
bad. It must have
watching it.
been long, yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Been a long flight. Because the Jason Momoa to me, I don't know why. I really I
Yeah.
can't watch anything that guy's in. I'll be honest.
He
I don't know why
died. He
I'm a
died
hater,
in the
but-
first season of Game of Thrones, and ever since then, he's never lived for me.
Ooh, good one. I like that.
So,
Wait, so
Spoiler.
what's the streets of like India like when you're there? Is it the
Okay,
driving crazy and
this
stuff?
is this is actually crazy. And I'll send you a picture.
Yeah.
That you can show the world as we're talking about this. But it's chaos. So they have lanes, but no one follows them. Everyone just tries to squeeze wherever they can, and so it's cars, it's tuk-tuks, and it's motorcycles, and they're going 8 wide in 3 lanes.
Yep. Yeah.
Just like fighting
Yeah.
for it and honking and yelling it. And they honk like it's a language. The honking doesn't mean get out of the way. The honking means I'm here. Right. And so it's just nothing but honking nonstop. And dude, it was like, I felt like I almost died every time I got in a car. And I wasn't even drive. I refused to drive.
Yeah.
Like, it was
You
terrifying.
can't drive in something like that. I remember I was in when I was in Ethiopia, it was the same way. Like it was like the roundabouts are just like everyone's going and you just jump in. Like it was just like you know,
There's no
double
yield.
dutch. Yeah, there's no yield. You just jump in. You just
Traffic
figure out a
laws
way.
are a suggestion in those countries.
Yeah,
Like, it's like-
100%, dude. It's crazy, dude.
But no,
It's
but it
crazy.
was good.
That's
It was better to be back, right? I think for me, coming back to the fam was good. Coming back, I'm a gamer, dude. Missed gaming. At the same time, like Helldivers drops, Last Epoch drops, and Shrouded had just come out. Like I just wanted to play so many games. Oh, and Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's actually a good conversation too. Is like games that we play other than GTA.
Other than
RP.
GTA, yeah.
Even though GTA RP like commands a lot of time, you know,
Mhm.
like what other games are your kind of like focus and whatnot? I guess Injustice, but maybe you first did.
Yeah, I grew up playing shooters, so that's kind of like it's like mind numbing. You just zone out. So that's all I get into is like shooters. I was playing God of War a little bit, like some single player, but mainly I'll just do that. And then other than that, I'm just on GTA.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Nick, you've seen when I play. I love survival games. Like
Yeah, same.
that's my go-to when I need something to just kill 8 hours on. I'll go to Icarus. I'll go to sometimes I go to Rust. I play Pal World and Shrouded. And then I do dungeon looters like Diablo style games. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's right now I've been just doing so much GTA. I'll go into the room and I'll play NHL, dude. Literally, a sports game to me is so mind numbing and just like you just like sit there and play the sports game. It is for some reason that's been the best thing for me.
Dude,
But
the best part of sports games though is you do the season.
Yeah,
And then
that's
you
exactly
do
what I'm doing.
and then it's the off season when you like do the draft and the free agent. Like that to me is my favorite part.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what I'm doing. I did the franchise. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm actually like getting closer to like the playoffs now, you know, and I'm like sitting there. I'm like, I go in there and I'm like, man, this is so the opposite of like GTA RP, where it's like demanding and like every single piece of you has to be in it while you're playing it, you know? And it kind of reminds me a little bit like sitting back, honestly, being away from like the desk and like playing on a keyboard and mouse and playing on a controller and just sitting back is like one of the best things, because you just sit back, you're like, oh shoot, I remember now. Like for me, it's like separating that, like creating, like playing something for like creating content, versus like just like being able to relax playing a video game.
Dude, the couch is a throwback, man. Like couch gaming, it's good.
Yep.
You're also really good at stratagem, hero. That's your other
stratagem. On dude, Helldivers has been good, man. It's been really good. Yeah, but the best part of Helldivers, if anyone's played it, like listening, the best part of it is stratagem hero, and it's where you just practice like stratagems, and it's like, so dude, we were talking about this actually. It'd be a good hack for GTA. Like,
it's actually it actually is the GTA arcade in Helldivers. Justice, like that's
you just practice. You just get to practice all the mini
over and over again.
So how it works, if anyone doesn't know, is you like in Helldivers, in order to like throw like a bomb or like an airstrike or like bring in a weapon, you have to bring up your like little keypad on your arm in the game, and then you have to go like, you put in a code, and it's like left, right, up, down, you know, like whatever. And you use WASD as like the default setting for it, but some people switch it to their arrows and stuff. But you have to like put a code in, and it like, you'll be like surrounded by a bunch of enemies and stuff, and you're like, beep, 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 you know, you're like having to put it in. But if you pay the extra, which I didn't, but Tex did, I can, whenever I play with him, I can just practice those stratagems in the game. And it's like how it works is like you put the like left, right, up, down, right? But it'll be like a series of them. And then there's a timer. So you have to get like 5 different ones done before that timer runs out. Yeah. And then if you mess up, that timer keeps going down, keeps going down, keeps going down. And I was like, dude, this is like, for a GTA hack, I think that'd be like a fresh, like cool.
Something new.
Dude, and do like a high pressure one too. Honestly, fast, what would be great is do something of that with thermite, or key in the thermite. But if you fail, it blows up.
I would, dude. That would be such a how stressful would that be, bro? You're like,
that would be awesome, dude. That's high stakes, though. Like that. Honestly, what it does is it makes people have to like, you know, not just come in for the, you know, what is it, the duty of doing a heist. Like you have to think about it. There's more risk involved during the whole heist.
Yeah, it's like, are you a thermite guy? And you're like, are you sure you're a thermite guy?
But because right now with breaching, right, there is no like negative consequence during the heist.
Yeah.
Nothing can go wrong.
The only negative is like if you somehow fail like a hack, but you don't lose anything. You just don't get the reward.
There's no negative consequence. And I think like adding a negative consequence, risk versus reward, man, that would shake the world of a lot of the gangs in Rush Hour.
Yeah, for sure. I think thermite is one of those that has to go. Because everyone just takes a picture of it that doesn't. I feel like the people that don't stream, they just
how many people do you think
you just go like this, and then you take a picture, and then like there's enough time where they can just put it in, and then they're not streaming. There's no face cam. There's no like. How do you even police that? You know what I mean? It's a still image.
I've been thinking that for the you know, because I was, somebody brought that up to me, right? That somebody like with the big one, you know, like the level 3 one. They would
the
like
level 3 one.
That people would do that. And I was like, on stream, I went to the arcade and we tried it, right? And so I took a picture of it. I go, oh my God, that's so easy for people to do. Dude. Oh my, this is just, it's the worst. It's like, there needs to be some kind of balance.
Prodigy's was a little bit like, it was really fast and you had to do it multiple times. I'm not sure if you remember it was like one of the ATM hacks and you had to do it multiple times. So it was like, it kind of eliminated the ability to even take a picture. It was like, it showed, you had to do it really fast. And then it showed again, you had to do it fast. You know, you didn't have time to like, take your phone out and do all that. So it is an interesting one.
I think that's a good place to like hacks in general. I would love I think the Fleeka hack's good. That hack requires skill. There's pressure in there. I actually think the Untangle's good. But like
I just think that they're all like no pixel hacks, to be honest.
The
with you.
box ones though, like I don't love floating boxes because I can't do it.
That one's hard.
I don't.
It's pretty hard. Yeah.
I don't love floating boxes, and quite honestly, the blackout one, right, for thermite. I think that one's a silly hack.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
I always say it's like wiring up a thermite, but we could actually have one that would be like wiring some. You know, like there could be something that you could like do for wiring up a thermite. Because realistically, all the hacks are not really like immersive. You know,
No, yeah,
it's just like,
Yep.
here's a mini game. You know, like hopefully
it's
you can do
either
that.
it's like
I think
a
boosting
no
hack's
pixel
immersive.
ripoff or the boosting hack is like I think the boosting hack is good, but there's no it's kind of like there's no failure.
You keep
there's no
going.
risk. You fail the hack and then you
just
keep going.
Yeah. Like you should get like 5 misses and then it fries, or your
I like
tracker
how
fries.
some servers do that with the boosting, where you miss one, you go back.
Yeah,
you know, like it like punishes you, and so if you keep missing them, you're like, you don't want to tell the guy next to you. You're like, oh my god.
All right, guys, 30 hacks to go.
yeah.
20 minutes in, 2 out of 40.
Listen, we're gonna need gas. just so you know, like,
yeah, for real. It's crazy, but I think some of the updates that I'd like to see, like on Rush Hour in particular, which I think they've kind of leaked a little bit, that the phone is going to be something coming up. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see actually on the business side of things, because that really opened up my eyes when we were doing like chambers and stuff. Where it's like, it's pretty dumb. I'm not gonna lie, dude. You just take a code. I don't know if you saw this. Oh, you weren't around actually.
Yeah, I missed all of Chambers. So like, tell me about it.
You would have loved that arc too, dude. You would have.
I would have had fun.
fun.
I would have had a blast. But yeah. Tell me about what was wrong with it. That's what I want to hear.
The mechanics behind it were like terrible. Like
there is no. It's just you put in the code and then it makes your food, and it takes no time at all. It just go. You copy and paste a code in there from the Google
menu. Yeah,
and then. Yeah, it makes your
it's
thing.
Not even like the Slurpee or the slushy in like jail. At least there's a mini game. There's none of that. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of a sudden I have 5 food.
Yeah, and not to mention I can go put the code in, and then if I want to make 100 of them in an instant, you just go 100. You know, I would love to see. I think No Pixel's done. Like that's one of the things I've seen from them for 4.0. They did like a crazy mechanic for like senior buns and stuff, where everyone works together. Someone's got to do the patty, someone's got to do the whatever.
That's exactly what I was about to say, dude. Like I would, I'd love to see it like Overcooked.
Yeah.
Dude, oh my
like,
God.
Literally, everyone would want to work in a restaurant if it was like.
That's
Overcooked.
what I'm saying, bro. If you like build it around there, like I mean, I think people would want to be a part of it, you know. And you know, the restaurants are more open, but also that like opens up the whole Civ thing, you know?
Yeah.
And so I think that hacks, we've already talked about a bit, but I would love to see brand spanking new hacks that no one's like really seen, you know?
Yeah.
But there's not a GitHub link to practice online.
Yeah, you know. And that's part of like kind of growing pains for a server, you know? I think it's just kind of like you gotta, you know, there's only so many things the devs can really like throw down, you know, and like and do it at some points. But I'd like to see that. I think more things that are like kind of group oriented, you know,
quality of life group oriented things.
Yeah, like the Civ side of things needs some work. You know, the heists. I think the like more heists obviously is always cool, but I don't necessarily know if there's more heist or it's just more making the heists more important or more like group oriented. You know, because that's something I've been wanting to do for a bit. Is like give jobs to each person.
Yep.
Yeah.
And just be like, okay, you do thermite, you do this, you do that, you do that. And
No Pixel used to do something that I liked back in the day with heist that I wish more people adopted, which was the key cards. And I actually enjoyed like some of the key cards were acquired through petty crime to be able to go do banks and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Or to be able to do bank trucks. And so you had your petty criminals who would be like robbing gas stations. They get a key card. They're like, oh, let me talk to one of the bigger gangs and sell it off to them so they can go do this. Like it kind of, it started almost like a supply chain for the big heist, which I thought was interesting. And so the other thing too, that like with heist and crime in general is I think it's just very repetitive in how we do it. So like one thing that would be cool for me is what if the hacks changed? Right? Like what if you didn't know what hack you're about to walk into when you plug in because it's a different security system or something, you know, something like find some way to story it out.
Or what if the amount of times it got like hacked or like the amount of times it got hit that day
It gets harder.
It just got strong. Yeah, it just gets like worse and worse. But that would kind of suck for people who like log in later in the day. They're like,
yeah, they're like, what the heck?
Dude, that means the 1 a.m. gang is gonna all just slam banks right at the start, or 1 p.m. gang.
Yeah, right?
That's true.
Yeah, for real.
But no, I think I like to me that's something that I don't know. If you're not the one hacking, to be completely honest, banks are a little flat. Heists are a little flat.
Or driving, hacking or driving,
because you either I get cops who don't want to interact, because Sonny's most of the time standing up front with a gun.
Well, he's just so good at negotiating, bro.
You're just so good at it, man. It's just
come on, you
can't have someone else do it.
Yeah. But so I'm up there, right? And it's and the cops come in, and you either have a really good cop who they're not bantering, but they're RPing with you, or you have a cop that says, "Oh, great, a bank heist. I'm gonna wait outside till you're done."
Yeah.
Right. I don't like the cops who like kind of fuck around.
Yeah.
In the front lobby, like when you have a gun to someone's head, like let's not tell jokes. Like,
yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
We could be a little bit humorous, but don't tell me like how you ate some bad burger shot. Like that's weird.
Yeah. So I think like piggybacking off of that is like the yacht kind of has the need for two people to do something at the same time.
Yep.
Things like that where like it gives more roles. Like the yacht heist, you need two hackers and they both have to do it within a certain amount of time or else you fail. I think jobs like the hacks kind of you need everyone to do something kind of simultaneously. Like you need something that is like the worst part is you go to a job right now and it's like if you're not the driver or the hacker, you're just standing there and then you're just like
waiting to go to jail.
Stand there, you get in the car, you watch. You're a viewer. You're literally a viewer with a voice, kind of thing. But I think stuff like that, like everybody kind of has a job, stuff like that. I think Prodigy kind of introduced a good system where like you needed a guy in a van and then you needed a guy inside at the same time. Like stuff like that was pretty good.
I liked that because I didn't like how easy it was. It was too easy.
Yeah.
But I did like the I liked that you had full control of the bank. Like you could lock any door you wanted. You could like, do whatever you needed to do in that bank. And like if I wanted to lock the door so the cops can't come in right now, I could do that.
Yeah.
The man in the van was cool. I just wish like the man in the van would have had to stay mobile. So you have someone driving it because it's got like
he's in the back.
So it's got like a tracker going off or like a ping going off. So the cops are alerted there's like a suspicious vehicle in the area.
We should explain that like how that mechanic worked because some people won't know. But basically you would get the bank, which I don't even want to say how long that would take sometimes, but you would get the bank and then you would have to get you have to use a token or something like that to get a van. At the time we were there, I don't know how it is now, but and you get this van and you're driving this van. You had to park it next to the bank, like in a certain vicinity.
Yep.
And then you could, from that van, you could hack into the bank, and then you had to like take out cameras. You had to like unlock certain doors for the people in there, and then actually to get in the vault, which was a really cool hack that I think like Rush Hour should kind of like do their own thing on. But one guy read out a code, and the other guy had to type it out.
Mm-hmm.
I love that interaction because you're like, okay, it's 69420, whatever. And they're like, what was that? It was just kind of it was cool. I think the more that you can have everybody doing something, the better, dude. It's
because then you can rotate the hostage taker. Like, it doesn't always have to be like that was a great part for me about Prodigy was I could be the guy in the van. Yeah. Listen, I can't do the hacks, but I could read you what I see on a screen.
Exactly.
Yeah. So. I think it's good like that. I think kind of what you're saying is like options. Even if like every bank had three different ways, like three different ways you could do it, or something, so you could pick how you did it, or it was like three different hacks, but depending on what device you use, so you can kind of like switch it up or something. Because right now it's like, even if you know the Fleeka hack, it's the same hack for a year and a month or however long we are. It's been the same hack. So if you've known this hack for years since it was on NoPixel. Like if you've known how to do that hack, you can do it. You can do the banks forever, basically, right now. And the switch up, I think some sort of update on that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of hard because I don't envy being in like a developer's shoes. What to do and what not to do. Especially on the criminal side of things. I think Rush Hour focused really heavily on putting in like a lot of heists and stuff. But really, what's suffering right now because of that is the like petty crime, like you were saying, Sonny. Like
Petty crime,
or
and
goddamn.
and then money washing. My gosh, washing bills is an awful experience.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's not rewarding enough for the smaller guys to do it for you.
Yeah.
So
that's why I liked Oxy runs. Like when it's actually funny. The last update was called the criminal update, and they introduced Oxy runs. And it was like it was kind of overpowered. It was overtuned, but you could run through a ton of bags. So if you were like an RPer, you could have some low level criminal do it for you, and you kind of introduce them to it, and they could actually clean your bags. After like 2 weeks of it, they like completely nerfed it, and now it's like you go to a strip club if you wanna clean bags and stand there. Like I don't know.
No, but like it's not just that. Like the problem with Oxy, and this is actually every server I've ever been on. They announce crime. Hey guys, new Oxy job, new XYZ. Like people find it, they fact find it, whatever. But then the second the cops get an alert on this new job, they actually go and just almost go too hard. This happened to me with Oxy all day long, mainly with BCSO. I could not, if I was selling in the county, I was going to get arrested every single time.
Yeah.
Like with no RP around it. Like it was like, hey, we have some reports of suspicious activity. We're searching your car. What?
Yeah.
It's like
We're just gonna bring a dog. We're gonna bring a dog. We're not even gonna talk to you. What are you doing? We don't care. We're just bringing the dog. You're going to jail.
Sir, stand over here while the dog while my NPC dog smells your
but so that's like for me, that's like part of when you put in crime. Cops should have to figure that shit out too. Cops don't get a letter saying, hey guys, people are gonna start selling Oxy. Make sure to look out for it.
We got feeling coming up that people are gonna start
like it should be discovered. And I think that's where honestly, like when they put these jobs in there, I kind of wish they wouldn't tell anybody about it.
Yeah.
Like have a couple of clues to like guide people into like certain areas, or like make it, like find ways to bring it in slowly, but don't just say, hey, there's an Oxy job, go find it.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing is like PD is a ping responder. And if at the start criminals have to figure it out, it'd be kind of cool if there was no alert that they got when someone was selling Oxy. They would have to have the detective units kind of like figure out like, what are these people doing? You know what I mean? Like introduce the alerts later on, but like at first, don't really say anything about it, because then it's like both sides have to discover what's going on.
Agreed.
Or like there's like an increased number of like this drug in this area. You know what I mean? Like some like reports come out that there's like an increased number of that, and if after they catch the first person or something like that, you know what I mean? That could be kind of interesting.
What was I can't remember the server I played on. It was in between PMA and Rush Hour where I was trying out different servers.
New Day?
No, it wasn't New Day. But the drug ping, the suspicious activity was a chance. Yeah. So like you could be doing crime, you could be selling, and there's like a 15% chance that it's going to alert. If you have a weapon out, the chance is higher that it's going to alert. Like different things like triggered, so that I didn't know that because I'm selling drugs, cops will definitely come. You kind of get comfortable and you think that, I got this, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're rolling up on you, like kind of surprise, which to me was more interesting versus like with the blue business, we know cops are coming, right? Like they will be there every time after that first ping.
I mean, kind of, right? I mean, like I've gone full days where I'm like running that stuff, and it's like, I kind of feel bad for the guys because it's kind of like boring for them to be out there selling. There's no like excitement,
Yeah.
But it just really depends on like what the priority of the cops is at the time.
They have a list. Suspicious activity is really low on the list of their priorities.
Yeah.
I imagine,
boost, all that, all the fun stuff is they're gonna go do first, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Which to me, like suspicious activity is RP though. Like that's your chance to actually interact with somebody versus just chase them.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm thinking is like, the funnest part to me would be those investigative moments, but I don't know, I guess kind of switching gears a little bit. What are you guys thinking about GTA 6? Number one, when's it coming out exactly? Okay. Number two, there's actually something I brought up on stream that I thought was interesting. What do you think is going to happen with GTA roleplay streamers when they play GTA 6 single player? Do you think that's going to be an easy transition for GTA RP streamers
No,
to play a single player game like that?
no, because they're not shooters. No, some of them are. That's not easy. Like, listen, I can't even play GTA single player.
Yeah. I think like RP, the whole aspect of it is like everyone's so used to it. The second you have to go to like a single player game, I think what's gonna happen is like all these streamers are gonna just speed run the game, and it will be like a Twitch moment kind of thing where like a week or two, you know, all these people are trying it out, and then like after that week or two, these people are gonna try to beat the game or get as far, and then like it's gonna die down for I think the popular streamers where they're just not interested once they beat the game. You know what I mean? Like they're not gonna do side missions, they're not gonna do much, and then it's gonna. I think for them, they'll end up leaving or going back to the 5M roleplay.
Well, and it'll take time for GTA 6 and 5M to align on building up the RP side of it. So like, I think GTA 6 comes out in 2025, 2026, somewhere around there, right? I think you may be a year to 2 years away then from actual like stable GTA RP in GTA 6.
Well, I think it's going to be worse because so they announced 2025, but that could literally be the last day of the year. They haven't said a month, but then it's all Rockstar has always done console release first for the year for like a year, almost a year and a half. And then it comes to PC, and then they have to make, it's going to be what, 6M? Because like, it's going to be a new whole thing. They have to make all of that. And then these servers have to develop their own servers. And until a server like NoPixel or people start selling scripts, like they're going to be pretty bad. I think we're going to be on, there's going to be a lot of like, you know, like B menu servers, like I'm sure, and all that for a while. So I would say like 2028, 2029 is fair. Like,
well, you actually just brought up a good point too. Like that, I'd even like
be dead by then, bro. Jesus.
You secretly brought it up when you said everyone's like who's used to play. Like there's these consoles are powerful. GTA 6 is going to have some hella system requirements. A lot of people who are playing with us who aren't streaming in GTA 5 are playing on Play-Doh machines. And that's okay, right? Like that's nothing wrong, but that machine ain't running GTA 6.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. You're just going to see like a car skipping when they're driving.
It's like you're playing a point and click thing. Yeah.
Yeah, not to mention if you're streaming at the same time as well. You know, like any of that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's because I think you're going from like the most multiplayer game like ever, really. Like if you think about it, like RP is like the most multiplayer game I think you can even really get. You know, because
it's like a interactive MMO. Like
100%. And you're going from that to then like playing a single player game. That is like it's like the most version of single player that you got. You know. Now I don't know if GTA 5 and GTA 5 like online came out at the same time, or what happened when that released. But I wonder if that was like
GTA 5 online was like a later release.
That's what I'm thinking. So if we do GTA 6, right, and then online comes out, they're gonna want that to breathe a little bit before 5M or 6M comes out. You know what I mean? So it could be like a long freaking time.
Actually, and the other thing too, Injustice was talking about development. When I started GTA RP, there wasn't a lot of like facilitated content. Meaning the server had some heists, it had some things to go do, but like, dude, if I wanted to RP that I was carrying a box full of things, like from the back of a van to one van, slash me picks up box, right?
Yeah,
like,
slash me has got a box in hand or something.
And you're creating RP without people hand holding you through it. And dude, like people who haven't RP'd a lot, who really like, so I come from like tabletop RP, so I'm used to like pulling things out of my ass. People who haven't done that,
I want you to clip that one thing, by the way. Just that
no. So, but people who haven't done that, like this is gonna be brand spanking new to them.
Yeah,
and they're gonna be like, man, GTA 6 RP is boring. Like, it's gonna happen.
Well, they did announce
facilitated, but
they announced that the 5M developers are like, I don't know if they're hired on to Rockstar now or if they're just like two entities working together. So hopefully at least like 6M, they get it early and like can start at least like making the server provider and all that side of it. And like But still, you still have to have good developers create these servers. You can't, you know what I mean? Like,
It'd be kind of crazy if they locked down the servers, right? What if they started like saying like, oh, it's like an official, you know how like a lot of like games have like official East or official West or official.
My God, if they do that, I'm gonna hate it.
Yeah.
Like if it's like if it's literally like an MMO where you got to play on Rockstar server 1, Rockstar server 2, and
Dude,
like
that'd be a bad choice.
No, they
bro.
can't, because that is just GTA Online, right?
Yeah.
There's no like I'll be honest with you, like GTA 6, those servers are gonna need some hella whitelisting. And as people get closer to GTA 6 RP, the communities for GTA 5 RP got to start ratcheting it down.
Yeah.
Like how easily it is to get in. Like they got to make sure that shit's tight, because you're gonna have an influx of of just bads coming in, right? And there's nothing worse than meeting a time traveler in RP and like having to deal with it because they got past the filter.
Yeah, you're gonna need an absolutely amazing Discord mod, and he's gonna have to be he's gotta be hit there with a sword, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to. Yeah.
I wonder if they force like payment wall, like if you're a server, you gotta pay Rockstar now instead of paying like a server provider, and then if you pay this amount, maybe you get access to BMW, or you know what I mean, like you get access to certain companies and brands and stuff like that.
I hope they go the Fortnite route where everything is just like an IP, you know, where it's like like we you get a motorcycle and someone can get like you're on a motorcycle and it's like a Superman motorcycle.
You buy your cosmetics. You buy your. I
got Marvel characters.
I would be a sucker for that, bro.
I would have every. Yeah, you give me some loot boxes. I'm in, man. No, I think,
bro.
I think. So imagine that though. Like here's the thought. Like, what if they actually start charging the players as well? For like online act, like the fact that GTA Online is outside of like dollars and shit is essentially free with 5M is bonkers.
Yeah,
like
well, you like it's the developer, or like I think is the lead CEO or developer for GTA 6 talked about like players should have to pay for the amount of time they play. And I think it wasn't something they're gonna do, but he kind of like threw out the idea, and it's like kind of a scary thought. Like if you play 12 to 16 hours a day on a video game 5 days a week, like you're paying like hundreds of dollars to play. Like these games aren't gonna exist. Like
but think about it. Like even if they came in and let's say this is hypothetically subscription of $30 a month. For me, RP, the amount of time I spend doing it, dude, it's worth it because I spend $30 going to the movies for 2 hours.
Yeah.
This is way more. This is way more entertaining than that.
Yeah, that's true. I could see that. I mean, I could see the monthly, like it's kind of like the MMO route, right? Like I think WoW is like that. You pay every month to play their game, and that would make more sense than I'm, having to pay per hour or something like that.
I hope they have an Orgrimmar in GTA 6 that we can all just go stand in when we're bored.
Oh, it's like a hub, like
that's
from WoW, right, or something.
Yeah. That's like when a game dies, everyone just goes and stands in one place and bitches about how the game is dying.
Or I've seen the clips of like certain servers getting shut down. I don't know if it was WoW or another game or something like that, and everyone's just like salute, like standing in like the main area or like the meeting area, just like saluting or whatever.
I think but so GTA 6, it's coming out, right? Like I think we're still a ways away. We're gonna find out a lot of shit about it.
Did you hear what they just did though? Where they brought all the people in they have to work a 5-day work week in the office now. They just made
there's no like work from home, right?
No,
or they're cutting back.
Every Rockstar employee's got to work a full 5-day week in the office, and there's an outrage.
So I'm a villain. By the way, I'm a super villain. I work remotely, but I prefer for my team to be in the office.
Oh, what the heck? You're first, it's the first class. I'm getting a shower, a butler, and it's a terrible flight. Hear me out. No, I don't live. You guys need to be in the office while I'm sitting on my couch.
So we have. So we have an office in San Fran.
Mm-hmm.
And an office in Chennai.
One of the worst traffic cities in the world.
Yeah, and an office in Chennai. I live in Atlanta. Come on, man. Like, what do you want me to do here?
Yeah, well, I think the office, I get it. I think the office, like, camaraderie is a cool thing, you know. But
Yeah.
you know, sometimes I think one of the best things, because when I used to work with like small business to like medium-sized businesses, I would talk to the owners because we talk about like HR and like payroll stuff, you know. I'd be like, so when's the last time like you know got lunch for your employees? Or like one of the big ones was like, what if you let them work from home for like one day, you know, like like this week, like we were just like, hey, you know what, actually work from home today, you know, surprise them with it, and they're like, damn, bro, okay, hell yeah, you know, or whatever. I think it's a I don't know. It's funny because I always say that as a joke on stream, like when I found about this Rockstar stuff, because I think about the guy who's like watching me on his break from his roofing job, you know, like he's
watching you while roofing. He has the phone on the roof.
Yeah. He's like, you know, watching while roofing or something, and he's like, dude, screw you. Or like, there's a lot of people that watch that like operate, which is kind of scary thought because I think they're watching me while they're operating heavy machinery.
Ooh, like the crane operator. I
think guys driving an ambulance. Go Wombat.
Because one time I asked, lately I've been asking people like, show me your setup where you watch the stream, you know? And there was some guy sent me a friggin' truck, you know?
Okay, how many, seriously, how many of them were a toilet? Like how many pictures?
No toilets, which I'm happy about. Yeah, but
that's pretty good.
It's just kind of funny, you know. But
but dude, like, so Rockstar is the perfect example of where you should be in the office. You're developing a game. Everyone has different projects they're working on within this game. They have to have like an aligned vision. Dude, that is really hard to do with developers virtually. Because you end up working in a silo, you don't collaborate.
It's a creative
as much.
Thing. It's like
it's great if like so I'm doing modeling or rendering. The person next to me is doing like animations. We should be in sync, like to understand what style like it. I don't know. Like to me, software companies, especially like in office, is a good thing on the development side.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like developers those types of people are already kind of awkward in the sense of like the second they're at home, they're probably not saying anything in the meeting when like they're probably just sitting there, you know, like no one's talking. Like and in person, you can kind of like, hey, what do you think? And they have to say something because they're, you know, you can see them. They're in a room full of people. You know what I mean? Online, they can just like sit, probably their cameras off. They're, you know, they're not really focused in on it. So I think it's a good idea for
you know what
some jobs. You know, this is
completely off topic. You know what happened to me one time on a meeting where it was like a remote meeting, bro. One, I'll just say was funny. This one guy, and it wasn't me, no matter how much you say it will be, but some guy took a freaking shit, dude, while everyone was on, and it was unmuted. And you just hear it was just kerplop all the way to the flushing, dude. It was so crazy, dude. It was insane. And everyone's like, who has because you can't tell who it's coming from. It's like a roulette, you know? You have to be like, who has their mic unmuted? I think someone might be in the restroom. You know, like the lady who's running the meeting, and I'm muted and I'm dying, bro. I'm just like, it was the funniest thing ever. But the worst thing that ever happened to me on a call was there was another guy named Nick, right, in the meeting. And Nick was not as diligent as me. I was actually out in my car, like sitting, like parked, because I was like outside sales. So I was like, had to do a meeting. And I was like outside the business ready to go in. And Nick fell asleep on the call. And he starts snoring like I'm telling you, like he was snoring so loud, bro. And he's snoring, and the name Nick is coming up, and that's all they
like
see.
Like a Zoom kind of thing.
Like kind of like right now we're in like Zencast or whatever. You can see like, you know, the names. It came up like that. It just said Nick.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I'm chilling after. I was dying laughing then too, because they're like, who's guy? You know, it's the same thing. And then all of a sudden I get a call from my manager. He's like, were you sleeping during that meeting? And I'm like, no, I'm outside. He's like, bro, your name came up. I know that you were. I'm like, bro, I swear, dude, there's another guy named Nick on the meeting, bro. He's like, and there's no like clipping feature, so you can't go back to it or something. You know, it's just like, he didn't believe me. I literally had to be like, look, FaceTime me right now. You know, it's just the worst. but just being blamed for it is just ridiculous. But sorry, it was a digression. I'm sorry.
No, hey,
It's very
digress all you want. Like this is what is this? This is the shoot the shit one, right? Like we're having a
shoot
conversation.
the sheet episode, baby.
Pardon my late. You could just bleep me out.
No, you can cut.
No.
Okay. Because Sonny never does.
Yeah,
I always, but that's interesting too. By the way, I always have to like filter, your early stream, like how I react. Because man, I go hard right out of the gate.
Well, I think you're just pumped up. You know, like I feel bad asking you to do that. You know what I mean?
It's okay.
It's just kind of like for me. There's some people who they're tuning in the morning. You know, they sit there, they grab their coffee, and then you're talking about, you know, some crazy thing, and they're like, okay, you know.
Listen,
I just picture that person.
I'm not gonna lie, I go out of pocket a lot on Sunday. Like it's.
But I think it's okay. I think it happens. You know.
I feel like once again, I'm like as me, and this is interesting, right?
I think you're a bit out of pocket though too. Like, it's just
I'm a wild card. But the reality, like, and this is, I always say this: you love what you do, but this is your livelihood, right? And so for me, this is a hobby, dude. It's easier for me to flex what I do on my hobby and not take it personally out of respect for your livelihood. And I think that's something that I wish, honestly, more people in RP or in games in general, when they're interacting with streamers or potential streamers, would think about. That's why, that's why you can't do like a lot of the proximity chats in a lot of games when you're streaming, because people hear that streaming mic and they're like, "Here we go, all these words that you can't."
They're just going, coming in, you know.
So I think it's just like me knowing this is your income, this is your livelihood, this is what you do. Like, mad respect for also being able to voice, like, you know, to me, slow down, can we respect it? But also like mad respect for being able to put up with everyone who doesn't respect it.
It's just it's GTA at the end of the day, you know.
I know.
I just more like if I'm around people, I don't really try to like, even with like the meth thing for TikTok or whatever, I try not to like make people. I don't really ask people that I don't have that relationship with. You know what I mean? But I might just be like, hey, like every time you're saying that, I am getting like banned on TikTok. Is there any way that like you can help me out here?
Dude, we're like weed, grass, grass,
bro. I think it's just it feels dumb, but it's kind of the world I live in a little bit, unfortunately. But I mean, even recently, I've picked up this habit of cussing like a lot more, and I don't really like it because I'm like.
No.
I don't know why. I just don't like it. I don't really like I think about it like this. My dad's a dentist, right? And he brought this thing up to me a long time ago.
Yeah.
He's like, he used to have a beard, and he said he ended up shaving his beard because he said no one ever is going to be like, I want my dentist to have a beard. You know?
Mm-hmm.
No one's going to say that. And there might be some people that don't really care, but then there's going to be some people, and there will be people who are going to go, my dentist has a beard. I'm not going back to that dentist. Because he's got like hair, like right up my open mouth, you know what I mean, all that kind of stuff. And I think it's kind of that same thing I do with with like not necessarily cussing in general. I'll still cuss and stuff, but it's been over, like it's just been too much lately.
Yep.
But I just like with that stuff, that's what I think about. Like,
well, see, it's interesting you talk about cussing. So a company called Gong did a study on swearing during a sales cycle. You were a salesperson.
Yeah.
And that you were, it was like 70% more likely to close on an account where you've had, like they recorded all the calls, right? And studied it, where you've sworn as the salesperson.
Interesting.
Like let that guard down versus when you didn't. And what it was is like, it's like people felt you were then genuine and authentic.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of like you were letting walls down. So, not
the
saying
one salesperson listening to this is going to try that tomorrow, and then they're going to be like, why are you cussing at me?
What the fuck is wrong? Hey,
buy my freaking sheet. Anyways,
that's interesting.
Weird. We've hit some weird stuff today.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's been good though, man. I think it's interesting. If people listen, if you guys think it is interesting, this is our first time doing this, so. You guys like kind of a little bit of covering some different topics, or if there's something that you guys would like us to cover, Dude, the comment section, we're gonna be looking at it. So give us your feedback on what you thought about the episode. Give us some feedback on all that kind of stuff. I think we're probably, I mean, what, 55?
We could have. We'll save a clip, like a clip react for next time.
Yeah. Hey guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. There's another one right here, or like maybe right here, or something like that. Also, if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, make sure you smash that subscribe button. If this is your first time ever seeing me, I'm also live on Twitch Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I might be live right now, you never know. All right, see you in the next video.